Hello, it's Heather and Phil, and we are here at Enterprise South Nature Park, and we really don't know what we're doing. But I've got a couple of landscape type lenses and the Z6, and I'm carrying the D500 and a wildlife type lens. And we're gonna try to figure out a trail to hike and try to figure out something to photograph, whether it's landscape or birds or, we don't know. Did you get a map?
Got a map.
Okay, well, at least we got a map. So if we get lost, we'll probably still be lost. So here we go. We decided to try the Sunshine Trail. It's kind of steep, but it loops back onto itself and it's nice and wide. And there's Heather. She's carrying my tripod while I carry lots of stuff. So Sunshine Trail. Most of the trails here at Enterprise South Nature Park, and they have bicycle trails, walking trails, driving road type trails, equestrian trails. Most of them are way away from any busy roads, but this one, the Sunshine, was it Sunshine?
Yeah. The
Sunshine Trail is right by Volkswagen Drive, which all of this is near the Volkswagen plant in Chattanooga. So probably can hear traffic going by, you know, only about 100 or so yards from our location right now. Found this one tree that is just amazing, but I wasn't able to get a composition of it that I liked, so no photos of it will be made. Pretty steep section right there, and then all of a sudden it comes up to the top of the hill, and is that asphalt or concrete?
Asphalt.
Yeah, there was a road here at some point. But now it's part of the Sunshine Loop Trail. So let's carry on. Well, one side of the road, we look downhill into forest. And on the other side of the road, as we look up a hill,
There's
kudzu. Lots of kudzu. And we heard an animal of some sort scurry into the kudzu. Heather swears that it was a
chipmunk.
But I think it was bigger than a chipmunk.
It was a chipmunk.
It was probably a chipmunk. She saw it. It was like the Sasquatch of chipmunks.
It was fat.
It was well fed, plenty of kudzu to eat.
Yes.
There's a composition way back there that I kind of like. It's two trees, big trees, on the left-hand side of the trail. And I've got the Z6 and the FTZ and the 70 to 200 shooting vertical at 200 millimeters. So the camera's all the way back here. But it's this tree right here. And this tree right here that I'm making photos of. And the sun is setting from over here to my right. And there's some hot spots, so I'm probably going to make a number of exposures and try to blend those in Lightroom and get it all to meter out just right. So let's see how that goes. Let me work on that right now. I almost forgot to plug in my cable release. All right, that's better. So I'm shooting f11 and ISO 100, and to have it metered like the camera wants it, that's 1.6 seconds. So first I'm going to take a picture of my hand for 1.6 seconds, and then I'm going to shoot that 1.6 second shot, and then I'm going to speed that shutter up some. So now I'm going to speed it up to 1 second and make a shot. And then I'm going to make a shot at a half a second. And that sun that's shining down on the path is pretty bright, so I'm going to go all the way up to 1/3 of a second And now I'm going to play these images back and see if there's blinkies or, yeah, even the 1/3 of a second has some blinkies, so I'm going to do 1/6 of a second. Now let's play that back. No blinkies, so should have plenty of dynamic range now. I'm going to back that shutter speed back down to about right and take another picture of my hand. And when I put these pictures in Lightroom, I'll be able to see the ones in between the two photos of my hand in Lightroom are the ones that I want to edit. Also, Heather should wave. She doesn't know she's in the picture, but she totally is this whole time. Okay, here is the results of that, and I'm pretty pleased with it. I used split toning in Lightroom to kind of warm up the highlights and cool down the shadows, and I like the way that turned out, and I hope you do too. Let me know. Okay, I'm going to try a very similar shot, except for this one's horizontal and at right around 100 millimeters, so I haven't moved the tripod at all, but this time I'm going to have those two trees that are way back there in the shot again, but I'm also going to have this tree and this tree in there. And also there's a really large tree here on this side of the trail that'll be in the shot, and then just like in the previous picture, this one and this one way back here. So lots and lots of trees in this one. Still got the light coming through from the side, and I think like right here is a hot spot that you can see how bright this is right there on the side of that tree. So it's spots like that is why I'm having to do high dynamic range on this image. Okay, so I'm going to focus on that large tree on the right in the foreground and hope that F11, actually, you know what? I'm going to stop it down to F14 to try to get, because that tree's pretty close, and I don't mind the trees in the back not being perfectly in focus, but I want them to be not completely blown out. So I'm going to do F14, and that puts the camera metered exposure. We'll focus one more time at 2.5 seconds. We will snap it now. So 2.5 seconds, and then we'll speed it up to 1 second. And I'll speed it up again to 1/2 second. Then I'm going to look at the 1/2 second shot. I'm not seeing any blinkies, so that should be bueno. That should be good enough for that shot. And then I'm going to let's get the exposure closer to correct. And I'll take another picture of my hand. I was really happy that the main subject tree on the right is leaning to the right, because all the other trees in this frame are leaning to the left, and it would make the picture look like it wasn't level if it was also leaning to the left. Here is a 1x1 crop I made of just the right hand side of the frame. The first photo was the original straight out of camera 3x2, and then here I think is my favorite, and you can let me know which one you like the best if you want to. This is a 16x9 crop, and I think it is my favorite. The Sunshine Trail splits right at the very beginning. If you go to the right, this picnic table is almost at the end. If you go to the left, this picnic table is almost at the beginning. So if you're just wanting to come up here on the Sunshine Trail and have a picnic, start the trail, go left. I don't know, maybe 75 yards and you'll be here. Pretty nice picnic table. It's got benches all the way around instead of, no, it doesn't. It's got them on 3 of the 4 sides. Pretty cool. All right, well, we hiked the Sunshine Trail at Enterprise South Nature Park. Kind of a steep hill, a short trail, but not too difficult. There's some of the downhill sections have a lot of small rocks in the Georgia clay, although this is Tennessee, and they can be pretty slick when you're going downhill, so be careful. But it's kind of pretty. no need for a wildlife lens up there. The only thing we saw was
A chipmunk.
a chipmunk. So I could have left that heavy lens behind, but lots of nice old trees to take pictures of, and really the light's probably just about to get it at its best right now, but the park closes pretty soon.
Minutes.
Yeah, the park closes in 10 minutes, so it would be best for us to get out of here before they lock the gate over there. So thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Say bye, Heather.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See you in the next one.